Hey, Elin here. Welcome back to another TBR game. This is Hook Toss TBR and I'm going to figure out my TBR for November, which will be interesting because I want to read everything everything hefty, duty, big ass books. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but as usual I have my faithful Hook Toss TBR board here and I am going to be throwing one of these rubber rings on top of the hooks. Each hook correlates to a number and also a prompt, and you know, if I hit the same number 3 times I'll have to add another throw, but I think for this month we're going to do 6 throws and hopefully it will stay at that because I don't need a big TBR this month because I have some really thick ass books I want to get to. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, we got throw number 1. I have a hernia, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna try without killing me. Okay. That was bad. Sorry, Voldemort. Yes! Okay, so the prompt was sci-fi. For sci-fi, we have a Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I've been planning to read this book for a long time, and this is actually on my list of 12 books that will self-destruct if you don't read them in 12 months. So I really should get to this, but this is supposed to be about Darrow, and he is in sort of a different caste in his society, and he's one of the reds, meaning there's kind of low on the food chain, and then the gold are the ones that like the top of the hierarchy. And Darrow works in this sort of mine to mine something to make the Mars habitable, and he finds out that everything is just a lie and that he's basically slaving about for no reason at all. And that's basically all I know about it, but people seem to love this series, so I really should get to it at some point. Okay, throw number 2. That was not even close. I can't throw anymore. Shh. The whole hernia thing is really messing with my aim, it's just to be sure. No. Now I have 1 left, like seriously. I dropped. Oh, come on. Yes. And as you noticed, I hit once again number 13, so if I hit that number 1 more time I have to add another throw. And the prompt for this one was a book set in a different country, which is basically all of my books. This is a little bit of a stretch for the prompt, but for the prompt a book set in a different country, I chose Chilean The Book Wanderers, which is book 1 in Pages and Code by Anna James. I've been wanting to read this book for such a long time, and this is basically about 11-year-old Tilly, and she lives with her grandparents, and they own a bookshop, and one day she discovers that book characters appear in the shop, and she discovers that she can follow them into their worlds and stuff, and you know, be a book wanderer. And there's supposed to be like Alice in Wonderland and Green Gables, which are 2 of my favorite classics ever, and then there's supposed to be some kind of pirates, so I don't know. But I mean, Anna James is British, so I'm thinking like the main set is supposed to be, you know, England. And then I mean, Anna Green Gables lives in Prince Edward Island, which is Canada. So I mean, there's a lot of different countries really in this one, but none of them are Sweden, so it counts, I feel like. So we're just gonna make it count. Throw number 3. Oh, den där var så på. Yes. The prompt was adult, which I feel like is perfect based on the books I want to read this month, so yay! Adult, I'm trying to continue with the series, you guys, but for adult I've chosen The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. This is a huge book. This is the 2nd book in the Poppy War trilogy, I want to say. I don't know if that's the name. As of filming this video in October, I'm currently reading The Poppy War. I'm enjoying it so far, but I did just start it. But I already do own the second book, so I kind of need to read it. But in the first book we meet Rin, and she is this war orphan. She works at this store for her adoptive parents who treat her like crap, and she decides she does not want to get married, even though that's what her adoptive parents want her to do. So she decides to take this sort of quiz, this sort of big test to be able to join this military academy to get away from it all. And shit happens, and also there's something called poppy. It's like a drug and people are addicted to it, like a lot of people. So it seems like it's going to be kick-ass, and I really hope I enjoy the first book, so I will love this one as well, hopefully. Okay, throw number 4. Oops. That's embarrassing. Yes. And the prompt for this one was travel, which is also perfect for the books I want to read. For the prompt travel, I've chosen Ruin by John Gwynne. This is the 3rd book in the Faithful and the Fallen series, and love this series so far. There's been a lot of traveling because there's war and stuff like that, so you travel through different cities to try to, you know, not get killed. So it's a little bit hard to explain the books, but in the first book we meet a lot of different characters. Some are, you know, viewed as good and some are viewed as evil, which I really like because John Gwynne has definitely the power to sort of write characters as good or evil, which is awesome because he's really good at that. And there's giants and there's magic and there's wars and there's like kings overthrown and everything, and it's awesome, and I really need to read book 3. Like, honestly, really need to. So that's the first book. Okay, throw number 5. Sorry, Voldemort. Oh no. The prompt was a book with a number in the title, and as you noticed, I hit number 13 again, which means I had to add another throw. So we're doing 7 throws now, but at least I get to, you know, do number 13 to 0. So if it happens again, I start on 1 hit. If you get my drift. And then for a number in the title, I have chosen The 12th Candle by Kim Tomsek. I've had this book for quite some time now, and this is basically about a girl named Sage, and she's had the worst luck ever since she was born. But then on her, she's given a magical candle, and she seizes the chance to turn her family's luck around with a wish to reverse the curse. But our wish is always wise. So I think it turns out to someone else getting the bad luck instead. So I mean, it's a middle grade. Hopefully it will be a quick read because I'm planning to read a lot of heavy duty books this month. So number 6. Yes. The prompt for this one was green on the cover. There's a lot of middle grade here, but for green on the cover I have chosen Orion Lost by Alistair Chisholm, which is a middle grade sci-fi book. Don't really know a lot about it. I know my friend Jamie really loved it, so I really want to read it because I've had it for some time now. But it's about a transport ship called Orion, which is 4 months out of Earth when catastrophe strikes, leaving the ship and everyone on board stranded in deep space. Suddenly it's up to 13-year-old Beth and her friends to navigate through treacherous and uncharted territory to reach safety. But a heavily damaged ship, space pirates, and a mysterious alien species, and an artificial intelligence that Beth does not know if she can trust means that getting home has never been so difficult. So it sounds really cool and kick-ass, to be honest, and I really want to read it. Okay, the 7th and hopefully last throw. Oh, it's on! That was definitely on. You saw that, right? Oh my! Now I hit it like 3 times and it just jumps off. What is this? Okay, Okay, now it's 2 with 1. Finally hit something, and this one is Jamie pick. So my friend Jamie gets to pick a book I'm going to read this month, so that will be interesting. We have quite similar taste in books, I want to say, so hopefully it'll be something great. And then for the last prompt, which is Jamie pick. Jamie is still deliberating on which book to choose for me at this point, so I'm just gonna insert a picture right here of what book she chooses. But yeah, those were all of the books I'm hopefully gonna read in, you know, November. There's a lot of thick-ass books in this, you know, TBR, so we'll see how it goes, but there's also a lot of middle grade, so maybe it will work out, who knows. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope we see each other in the next one. Bye!